about some more?
Well, we do have chores to do. Let's see, we gotta pick the fence. All right, we gotta stack the hay. We gotta check the cows.
Yeah.
Well, you planning to do any of that stuff?
Well, not unless it gets a mite cooler than it is now.
Well, doctor says that we should be careful in this kind of heat.
Doctor say that?
Well, he said we should take it easy.
Well, that's practically saying that we shouldn't do nothing at all.
Exactly the way I heard it.
Well,
Huh? What was that?
well, I was gonna go out and check the barn.
Yeah, well, what happened?
Felt the breeze, then I did it.
Oh, well, that's I don't even know what that is. But I'll tell you this. We gotta milk the cows, you know that.
Yeah, well, I'd say they're pretty, milk the cows, they're pretty content.
Yeah, you could tell that from here?
I could tell that from yesterday.
Well, you hear that?
Hear what?
That's the sound of disappointed cows.
They always sound like that. That's just their personality.
Oh, I get it. All right. Well, guess what? Are you ready?
Sure, I'm ready.
Yeah, here it comes.
What do you have?
Yeah, I have a list. I made a list.
A list?
Yeah, here it
That
is.
sounds like commitment.
Well, don't worry. It's mostly about things we're not doing. I'll tell you what. I'm going to name a chore, all right? And you give me a reason we're not going to do it besides the heat, all right? Fix the fence.
Too splintery.
It's okay. How about stack hay?
Too itchy.
That's for sure. Clean the chicken coop.
Too chickeny smelling.
That's fair. You know, frankly, we should at least check the tractor.
What you say about doctor?
The tractor.
I don't need no doctor. I feel fine.
The tractor's making a funny noise.
Oh, it's not funny in this heat.
Well, it's going clickety clack clack.
Don't worry. That's just the sounds it's making when it's getting tired.
You mean machines get tired?
Sure they do. Haven't you ever noticed that the only time they break down is when you really need them?
Okay. You stuck?
No. Just letting the heat pass.
Did it pass?
Went like gloomy.
You ever notice that the work is always there tomorrow?
Yeah, because it's got nowhere else to go.
Well, exactly. It would be rude to make it work faster.
You should just let it come to us.
Yeah. You know, but we could paint the barn.
What you say, paint in the yarn?
Paint the barn.
Oh, it's too red.
It's always been red.
Well, then we done it then.
Well,
Put that on your list. That one off.
done already? Should I check it off? Yeah, but look, we got to do at least one thing.
One thing.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Call it. What's the one thing?
Sit down before we overdo it. Yes. So, let me see. Yeah. Well, I heard on the radio that it's going to storm.
Oh, storm. And when?
Eventually.
Well, I guess we better not start nothing until we're sure we can get it finished.
That is smart. Yep.
You know, these flies are working harder than we are. Look at that, I got one. And it just, boom.
I got one, not as big as yours. Got him. You know, if flies are more productive than we are, we should just let them. They're younger.
Yes, they are.
Maybe we should be doing something.
Well, I think we just did.
What?
Well, we thought about doing something, didn't we?
That counts?
Well, it took effort for me.
But what if somebody walks by and they see us just sitting here doing nothing?
Oh, we'll just tell them we're supervising.
Supervising? What?
The heat.
Well, I'll tell you, I'm tired of supervising this heat. It's making me feel like I need to take a nap. So I'm going to get up and take a nap. I recommend you do too, but I have a question. You think the work that we didn't do today will still be here tomorrow?
The work, this work's more dependable than we are.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you say?
Yeah.
You want to not do it again tomorrow?
Well, I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Oh, Teddy, this is so exciting, being here all alone with you.
I don't know what Mama would think if she knew I'd invited a young lady here when she isn't home.
Oh, fiddle-dee-dee. She that old-fashioned?
Yes, she is. And Aunt Gusty, she's even more proper.
Well, I was real surprised when you told me you've never had a girlfriend before. You're so handsome. I think the by any Mount Vernon girls would be flocking all around ya.
Well, they don't seem to. Leastways, I hadn't noticed them.
Well, Teddy, I must say, you took my eye the moment I saw you in the store that day. I thought I was going to have such a boring time around here. Oh, I was so annoyed with my parents when they told me they wanted to come to this dumb hotel this summer. I wanted to go somewhere exciting, like Old Orchard Beach or Atlantic City, not a one little horse town like Mount Vernon Village.
Well, I'm glad that you came here.
Well, so am I, now that I've met you.
You know, I suppose that Mama and Aunt Gusty and Aunt Hattie are all on the train now. Yeah. Aunt Gusty, she's got a special sewing circle meeting tonight. It's really nice that she invited Mama to go back with her on the train. It should be a really exciting visit for Mama. She hardly ever goes anywhere.
Well, I'm real pleased to know you're gonna be here alone, all by yourself for a few days. Oh, Teddy, isn't this exciting?
Yeah, I suppose it is.
I've got an idea. Let's dance. I saw Victrola. Yes. Let me wind this baby up, and we can dance.
Well, I don't know much about dancing.
It's sort of awkward.
Hey, you just gotta loosen up a little.
I hope I don't step on your feet.
Don't worry about that. See? Isn't this fun?
Well, I suppose so, but I could think of things that more fun.
Oh, really? Like what?
Well, how about a game of checkers?
Checkers? I am not in the mood for checkers. I've got to have a cigarette. You want one?
Heck no, I don't smoke.
Hey, I've got a full pack. I'm gonna have one.
Oh no, here comes Mama. And Aunt Hattie. And Aunt Gusty. You put out that cigarette.
Where shall I go?
Oh, you gotta get out of sight. Why don't
Where do you
you
want me to go?
go in there and jump under the bed?
Under the bed?
Under the bed.
Oh, Teddy!
Here we are, back again the same day.
Oh, yeah, this is a surprise.
You all alone? Could have swore I heard voices. Who are you talking to?
Oh, I was just talking to myself. I was so surprised to see the three of you coming up the drive. What happened? Did you miss the train?
Land, no. But we did get quite a surprise when the train come in. A dear friend of ours, Lucy Layton and her daughter Luella, come to town to visit their Aunt Lucindy. Well, we's tickled pink, so we decided to come right on back here.
We didn't get much of a chance to chat with them since their Aunt Lucinda was waiting for them with her horse and wagon. So, instead we invited them to come on over there.
Oh, wait, you mean they're coming here?
Yeah.
This afternoon?
Sure enough.
Yeah, they are. We expect them most any time.
But what about Aunt Gusty's sewing circle meeting?
Well, Lucy Layton is an old schoolmate of ours, and she ain't been around this town in years. That old sewing circle won't be half as interesting as anything that Lucy's got to say.
She has a lovely daughter, too.
Uh-huh. Quite attractive. Dresses sensibly, too, you know? She's the kind of girl that I'd like to see my nephew get acquainted to if he wanted help.
Oh, Gusty, you're making Teddy blush.
Oh, it's about time you start thinking about girls, or else he'll end up an old batch.
Aunt Gusty, Aunt Hattie, Mama, why don't the three of you go for a little walk and pick yourselves a bouquet before your company arrives?
Well, it would be nice to have a bouquet, but I don't feel like gallivanting way off there.
Yeah. Teddy, why don't you go pick a bouquet of flowers?
I could do it. I saw some wild asters growing up near the old Baldwin tree, but I think it would do the three of you some good to go for a little walk and get yourself some exercise before your company arrives.
Oh, fiddlesticks. We don't need no exercise.
Oh, I just want to sit around for a while and relax. Oh, feels good to get this hat off my head. And these gloves are beginning to make my hands sweat.
Ah! Where in the world did this cigarette come from? Ah, it's pretty near a whole one, Teddy. You ain't taken up smoking, have you?
No, of course I ain't.
Well, I hope you ain't. I'd feel just terrible if I thought you were doing something like that behind my back.
Oh, my.
Well, you know, this stand's sort of messed up, too. Good grief! There's a whole pack of cigarettes underneath this magazine!
Oh, I feel pain. Oh, Teddy, you don't know how upset this makes me feel.
But Mama, them cigarettes, they ain't mine, honest.
Well, if they ain't yours, then who put them there?
Huh?
An old peddler come in this afternoon, and I guess he must have left them.
Why in the world would you let an old peddler in the house when I ain't home?
I told him we didn't need nothing, but he barged right in here just the same.
Well, how did it come to that he'd put cigarettes underneath this magazine?
I noticed that he picked up that magazine and he began reading it. I ordered him out, and I guess he left in such a hurry that he threw the magazine on to his cigarettes and he forgot all about them.
Well, that peddler must be quite the sissified chap if he got that excited about a knitting magazine.
I'm gonna throw these right in the stove.
Oh,
Daddy?
she's riled up. Yes, ma'am. Now, Gusty, you better not do that. That peddler might come to where he left him and be back after him.
I don't care if he does come back. He's fool enough to leave a whole pack of cigarettes behind, then he can do without them.
Now, Gusty, you better take him out of that stove. You know, that peddler must be an absent-minded chap. He probably forgot where he left him. Oh, but then on the other hand, perhaps he's waiting till he's on his way home, and then he'll swing by and pick him up.
Oh, Gusty, you gotta take him out of there before you relight the fire. He might be mad if he comes back for him.
Yeah, I lit a match so as to get rid of him right now.
Oh, dear.
Gusty.
Oh, dear, I hope he don't make us pay for them. I don't know how much they cost, but I wouldn't be surprised if they cost a dime.
We ain't giving no peddler no money for those cigarettes. He fool enough to leave a whole pack behind, then I don't pity him a mite.
All right, Aunt Gusty, I think you're getting really worked up. I think it would do the three of you a lot of good just to take a little stroll and just go pick some flowers.
I ain't going ramming off after no flowers.
Neither am I.
No.
That old peddler's got me so upset. I want to sit right here. I feel all in.
Now, Teddy, it would be really nice if you went and picked up a bouquet for the company that's coming.
Well, all right.
Well, that was kind of thoughtful of Teddy to think about getting flowers for our company.
Well, I think he's looking forward to meeting Luella. I feel sort of excited, wondering if they're gonna make a match.
Well, he's never been too interested in girls, but then again, he might perk up once he sees how attractive she is.
And she's quite a capable girl, too. It always pleases me to know a girl that likes to sew and cook,
Yeah.
mop floors. A lot of girls have to be drove to do things like that.
Well, I think I drove to do that occasionally. But I am looking forward to hearing that hymn she wrote, because mopping floors isn't my kind of thing. Listening, maybe.
Yeah? Well, you better make sure that Teddy takes a shine to her. And Lucinda's planning to insist on having her sing those hymns at church.
Oh, her family must be so proud of her.
Yeah?
Oh, she is a lovely girl. But of course, we shouldn't actually be picking someone out for him.
Well, didn't I tell Elijah he'd do well to land you, Millie, huh?
Yeah, that's right, you did.
Yeah? You know, it kind of makes me wish I had a hand in helping my other brothers land a wife. Especially Jack. Now, he didn't like too high, now did he?
You've got a nice family of young ones.
Now, Millie, you know them kids had no bringing up. They just come up. Those kids disgust me so, especially Micky.
Now, Gusty, don't be so hard on Micky. He's got his good points. Oh, wait a minute, I'll think of something. He's a real musical fella.
Well, I never was so mortified as that time that he was here and Deacon Diddlewink and his wife come a-calling. Oh.
Well, I was embarrassed, and I was sorry for Deacon.
Well,
He was upset.
He upset that Deacon so. Oh. I thought he's gonna have a bad spell.
Well, Micky didn't mean no harm. He was just playing the organ while we was having a sing, and, well, when he played that song, he had no idea what upset anyone.
Well, he did. He upset the Deacon so.
Well, what were the words to that song? Now let me think. It was a catchy tune. Oh, I remember how it went. It goes, we'll dance the hoochie coochie and I'll be your tootsie wootsie.
I don't want to hear it.
Oh, lighten up.
That Deacon got so upset I thought he's going to have a bad spell. Then, when he says to Micky, where'd you learn a song like that? Micky says, at a dance.
Yeah, the Deacon is pretty against dances.
Well, it was a shame. He ought to know better
Well,
than to upset the Deacon so and sing nothing but hymns on a Sunday. He knows how pious that Deacon is.
I guess he just didn't stop to think.
Well, he ought to do more time thinking and less time talking. Oh, as the old saying goes, speak of the devil and he appears.
My goodness, it is Micky, ain't it?
He don't seem to be moving too swiftly, does he?
He can hardly put one foot in front of the other.
Suppose he's landing here today.
Well, I thought he was at his Uncle Will's helping with the ham. Oh, probably they're all done by now. Oh, Micky! Oh, Micky, you don't act as if you feel just right.
Sick as a dog.
Oh, that's too bad.
Oh, my belly aches. I've never been so sick in all my life.
My goodness, Gusty, I think he's burning up.
Yeah. I don't know when it happened.
Maybe you ought to get him something.
Do you want some soda and cream
I
tartar?
don't want no soda and cream tartar. I don't want to put nothing in my stomach.
Well, how long you been sick?
Oh, well, it happened just now as I was coming up here. I was to the Reedfield Fair with Uncle Will and Aunt Wilma, and they asked me if they'd give me a ride home, and I said, sure, just drop me off at the corner, and I'll walk the rest of the way. And they just barely got out of sight when I was stuck with the worst bellyache I ever had. Oh no, here it comes again. Oh no.
You need some soda and cream tartar.
How's the salts are doing
I
better?
don't want to put any soda or nothing in my stomach. If I put some in my stomach, I'll throw up for sure.
Oh, I swear by salts, they broke up a good many colds. I often take them for a gut's sake. I think they'll physic off what's ailing ya.
Well, that's the problem. I'm not sure what's ailing me. Well, it could be people have been complaining about stomach stuff, you know what I mean? And it could be that why Uncle Will was not himself just a couple days ago, and then Aunt Will was sick of bed just yesterday. So I thought maybe it was that, or Or it could have been I ate a little too much at the fair, you know.
Well, the prices they charge at the fair, I wouldn't be too likely to overeat.
Well, that's just it. What I ate, I didn't pay a cent. No, Uncle Will, Uncle Will was so appreciative of the haying that I did for him that he wanted to treat me to the fair. So he said that I could eat anything I want, and he'd pay for it all.
So you probably ate all day?
Yeah, well, pretty much. You know I love food. Just talking about food makes my stomach feel better, already. So let me see. When I landed, I had a donut right off the bat. And then there was a plate of bacon, eggs, ham, and sausage.
Well, didn't you eat no breakfast so you left for the fair?
Well, of course I ate breakfast. What do you take me for? Darn food?
Well, at lunchtime, did you eat any dinner at the fair?
Well, naturally, but I was having trouble figuring out what to start with.
What did you eat?
Well, there was a boiled dinner,
Yeah.
and then as I was looking at that, there was this bean dinner over here that looked even better, you know. So I told the waitress I wanted both dinners. The waitress told me there's a piece of pie that goes with each dinner, and do I want both pieces of pie after I finish both dinners?
And did you?
Well, I like to do things in the proper order. So I told that waitress that I'll have the piece of pie that goes with the boiled dinner with the boiled dinner before I commence on the bean dinner. And then I'll have the other piece of pie after I finish the beans. Yeah.
You must have been pretty full after all that.
Yeah, it might have done me, but just then, this old guy across the table, he ordered beef stew. It smelled so good. I told the waitress that I wanted a bowl of the beef stew and, well, the hunk of pie that went with it, of course. Yep.
No wonder you got a guts ache.
Well, but that ain't all that yet.
Oh, no.
I had a hot turkey sandwich and a Humboldt loaf dinner later. And then I was eating peanuts and popcorn all day long. And then on the way here, well, there was this one thin mint that I ate. Oh, no, it's coming back again. Oh,
I get this and sodium cream tarts and you like it all. Salt, Smelly.
I don't want it in salt. I want to put nothing in it. Oh, I think I'm going to have to lay down on the floor.
Hey.
Oh, no.
There's no need to be able to lay on the floor, no kidding. Go to bed.
Well, I'm too weak to make it upstairs to my bed.
Well, then go lay down on Aunt Gusty's bed in there.
Sit on her bed.
I think I can make it that far.
Try not to make such a racket, Ronan. We're expecting company. My dear friend Lucy Layton and her lovely daughter Llewellyn are planning to call on us.
A pretty girl's gonna call on us?
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to miss that.
You ain't no condition to entertain company. Now get up.
Well, she probably would show no interest in me anyway. I think I'm, you know what, if it does happen, I think,
Don't be so discouraged. I'm sure a lovely girl will come along for you someday.
well, I'll tell you, if it does happen, it'll be a miracle, I tell you, a miracle. Oh, no, not again.
Get up. Get up.
I feel weak.
Get up.
It's a jerk road.
Get up.
I feel sick.
Wait. If you think you're gonna throw up, don't throw up on that nice rug in there. There's a pot under the bed. You be sure to grab a hold of it in time. Well, since he doesn't want this, I'll drink this. It's kind of funny he had to land here today, ain't it?
This kind of worried about him.
All that groaning makes him sound like a goat black. Oh,
That's for sure.
oh, I hope he quiets down before Luella and Lucy arrive. Oh.
My land, they're coming towards the house.
Oh, no. Oh, not a good time.
Lucy, I didn't expect to see you and Luella here today. What a nice surprise.
Well, it's so nice to see you.
You know, Aunt Betsy had a surprise birthday. She's now 90 years old.
Oh, 90. That doesn't seem possible.
Well, I think I'm the only one left who was born in Vienna in 1836. Leslie Bradley is gone, and so is Milton Bradley.
Oh, Milton Bradley. Milton Bradley. Oh, when I go into a store and I see a game by Milton Bradley, I'm so proud. He was born right here in our town, Vienna, Maine. Yep, he was born here.
What? Milton Bradley was born right in Vienna, Maine?
Yeah?
Mama, why didn't you tell me he was born right in your hometown?
Well, I don't think I've been doing a very good job informing you of things about around here. Now, but today, you get to listen to experts.
Listening to them, it's like taking a trip back through the years.
Well, I'm going to take plenty of notes then. I'm so excited, Aunt Betsy.
Well, that's good. There's been a lot of changes around here over the years. Wesley Bradley and his cousin, Milton, grandparents, Josiah and Phoebe Webster Bradley, were pioneer settlers arriving here around 1799. They built a log cabin, and they used to pound on the outside of it with a large wooden pudding spoon to frighten the bears away.
The bears and moose were so plentiful back then, but the gristmills, they were few and far between. Levi French of West Mount Vernon, you're getting all this, right? Okay. When had to get his grain ground, had to put it in a sack on the horse and then ride all the way to Winthrop to get it ground.
Winthrop?
Yeah. And then on the way home one time, 3 bears followed him. They got to the bars in front of the house, and the horse didn't even wait for them to take them down. He jumped right over them, and the bears kept to the road.
Now that's the kind of horse that's worth having.
Oh my, yes.
Yeah. Out on the plains in Chesterville, you see several bear out there eating blueberries, but sometimes they were a little more troublesome than that. They'd go after young cattle, sheep, and hogs. One time, drummer Sewell saw a bear headed to his hog yard. Now the bear was looking for some live pork, but drummer wasn't going to put up with that. He went and got his war musket, and he put it on top of the pine log, and the bear became dinner.
I would have felt so uneasy if bears were around me like that.
That's right. The women in that time had a lot to contend with. Their husbands would work away during the week. They'd come home on Saturday with the hay for the cows, and then they'd leave again on Monday. So the women had to tend to the young ones.
Yep.
Milk the cows.
Yep.
And hoe the corn. And while they were hoeing the corn, they had to keep the bears out.
While they're taking care of the kids, too.
That's right.
Well, I love to sew. And I love to cook, don't I, Mama?
Oh, why, yes.
And I love to mop floors. And I truly hope that soon enough I will be tending to youngins, right, Mama? Someday, dear. But I could never drive bears out of anywhere.
Tain't a job I'd want either.
Now, tell me, where was the Bradley's cabin built?
Right in Vienna village, where Oaks and Vesta Trask live now. The Bradleys replaced it with a frame house and built the present one in 1842. The Bradley family lived on the property for well over a century. Vesta Trask runs Twin Spruce Inn there now. Wesley and Cynthia's granddaughter, Lulu, was the last Bradley to be born there. Her parents, Irving and Murdy, live in Mount Vernon Village now. He works at Allen Brothers' store. Lulu is married and lives in New Hampshire.
Yeah, they did. The Bradleys own quite a chunk of land here in town. The schoolhouse and the church are built on land that was owned by the Bradleys.
In about 1825, Reverend Josiah Bradley and his oldest son Alvin built a tavern, furnishing meals for 12.5 cents or a glass of rum for 3 cents.
Did you say a minister was selling rum?
Yeah.
Don't seem right for a minister to be selling liquor, does it?
Indeed it don't, not a minister. How shocking. Well, I'm glad that the prohibition law got passed in 1919, and it's against the law to sell liquor now.
Amen, Mama.
Perhaps you shouldn't be drinking the lemonade.
Back in those days, liquor didn't seem to be frowned on by the clergy unless somebody spilled down too much, although not everyone wanted to sell liquor. It was a while that Josiah's son, Louis Bradley, ran a store in Vienna Village. Liquor had been sold by the former storekeeper by the glass. But when Louis Bradley went into business, he invited his neighbors all in for a free drink, and then, taking a saw, he cut away the bar and said he was done with the liquor traffic.
Well, good for him.
Well, Lewis was into one thing or another, wasn't he, Aunt Betsy?
Yeah, that's right. In 1832, he bought land from his father, Josiah, to build a house on the other side of the road. And it was there that Milton Bradley was born, November 8, 1836. And he was just a baby when Louis was running that store. And then he was only 2 years old when they moved to Mercer. And a few years later, they moved to Wilton, New Hampshire. And it was there that Louis learned the process of making starch from potatoes. This new industry caused people to sow potatoes in all available soil. So Louis returned to Mercer, and the two partners operated one of the first starch factories. And for years they were making money hand over fist.
With potato starch?
Yeah. But in 1845, potato rot the crops were ruined. The mill was abandoned, and the Bradleys moved to Mount Vernon.
Patty, wake up. This is interesting history. You never know, we might want to start a historical society one day.
Yes, especially if I write this all down, Aunt Hattie. Now, back to what Aunt Betsy was saying. So you were saying that Milton Bradley spent time in Mount Vernon as a young boy?
That's right. His mother, Fanny Lightford Bradley, was born in Mount Vernon, and her parents were settlers in Mount Vernon. So then, I'm glad you're writing this down. Then, in 1848, 1849, Lewis moved to nearby Smithfield. Then, he moved to Lowell, Mass, where the good paying jobs were. And then to Springfield, where they started the Milton Bradley and Company. Milton. He was 20 years old when he started on the road to success. His first game was the checkered game of life. Yeah. And then, now the Milton Bradley Company is known as the makers of the world's best games.
I am just so amazed that he was born right here in Vienna. Aunt Eldora, careful now. Now, where is the house still standing?
Yeah, it is. Jean and Lillian Wade and their children, Norman, Pauline, and Eileen, live there now. They did live on the other side of the schoolhouse, but one day in July of 1920, as they were eating their new meal, a heavy thunderstorm was in progress. That was a loud clap of thunder, and lightning struck close by. Lillian said, "I think that hit the band." Jean didn't think so, but to prove her wrong, he went out, and the band was in flames.
Oh my. Yes. So they enlisted Norman, who was 10, to ring the bell at the church. He rang it, and he rang it, and he rang it, until an adult came and pried his hands off the rope. To this day, he says, if someone hadn't come, I'd be ringing that bell today.
And the day of the fire, Irving Bradley's daughter, Lulu Cram, and her family were visiting in Mount Vernon at her Uncle Fred Fossey's farm. That morning, a strange feeling came over Lulu. Something was going to happen, but she didn't know what. One grandfather had died in the past year, and she began worrying herself almost sick over the other three grandparents until she found out that her dear friends the Waits had lost their home.
Oh, yes, that is an interesting story, and I remember that Lulu used to have premonitions when she was a young girl.
Premonitions? How fascinating. I'd love to learn more about that sometime.
Well, we'll all have to get together again sometime real soon.
I could sit here and tell stories all day, but the cow will be bellowing to be milked, so we should go.
This has been such a wonderful day for me. Not only have I learned so much fascinating history, but I've learned to appreciate what folks have done before us here in Vienna and Mount Vernon. I hope that I can help preserve our history. Don't you agree with me, Teddy?
Yes, I do agree with you.
Well, thank you all for coming. I just to all these old stories.
So do I. It's much more fun than that old sewing circle.
I don't know when I've enjoyed myself quite so much.
Aunt Betsy, did you want to say one more thing before you left?
Yes, I do. I want to tell you how much it means to me that young people like you and Teddy feel that way. There's probably a lot of young folks who don't appreciate what other folks have done over the years. Plainly speaking, they don't give a hoot.
Well, thank you so much for coming. Come again soon.
Yes.
Nice of you to stop by.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye,
Bye,
folks.
Aunt Betsy. Have a good evening.
Who's that? Hello? Aunt? 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 Huh? Aunt? Aunt? We got company. Aunt? Oh, okay. Okay, okay. Bye.
Who was that, Gusty?
Now I'll tell you later.
Oh, here come the Diddlewings.
Oh, my.
The
deacon.
It's so nice to see you. Nice to
It's
see
the
you.
deacon and
Come on in.
Mabel.
Well, hello, Deacon.
You have a lovely house.
Hi.
You have a lovely, talented daughter, Mrs. Layton. Your Aunt Lucinda told me that she wrote a hymn. You must be so proud of her.
Why, thank you. Yes, I am very proud of her.
Well, your Aunt Lucinda said that there would be a hymn sing here, and so that we could practice singing before we sing it in church.
Well, we'll have to find a time to get together. How about tomorrow evening?
Oh, that would be
Well,
nice.
well, yes, tomorrow sounds just fine. We'll see you again
And
then.
we'll see you soon.
So nice seeing you.
Enjoy your bye.
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 Oh, ain't that romantic?
Well, Melly, that would be good. We always enjoy your hymn sings. Don't we, Nehemiah?
Oh, yes. It's always been very pleasant. Except for that one time, I was very disturbed when your nephew Micky sang that song that he learned at a dance hall. I thought it was highly improper to sing a song like that on the Sabbath.
Yeah.
Well, we were sorry about that.
We was ashamed.
Well, I'll tell you, I was pretty upset. In fact, I was very upset.
Well,
I was upset for 2 days.
Well, it upset us to know that you was upset.
Well, and I spoke quite sternly to that young man, and I hope my words made an impression upon him.
Well, you are a little bit too hard on him, Nehemiah.
Well, I feel it is my duty to have people lead honest and upright lives and leave their sinful ways.
Well, I'm sure your words had an impression on him.
I'm pleased to hear that. You know, when I see something wrong, I feel called upon to change it. I speak up when I feel I should.
We know about that.
And many people just don't realize that their conduct is viewed as unfavorably until I point it out to them.
And you never stop doing that.
Well, occasionally the deacon has to speak to me. Sometimes I find I do something wrong.
Oh, no. I find that hard to believe.
Well, actually, such an occasion occurred just yesterday. we had our little 5-year-old granddaughter and 2 of her little friends over, and Mehitable was playing the organ, and when I walked into the parlor, I was quite shocked at what was going on.
And what was that?
Well, I was playing Here We Go Round the Mulberry Bush, and the kids were skipping around, and I thought they were so cute. But I didn't stop to think that the deacon wouldn't approve. But I found out when he bellowed at me.
Oh, my.
I said, Mehitable, this disgraceful activity must stop. And she said, what? And I said, what indeed? Don't you realize that teaching young children to skip to music could be the precursor for them taking up dancing, entering dance halls where sin and corruption abound?
All right. Well, I didn't seem to think too much about that.
Oh, that must be the goat we don't have.
Well, I hope my little sermon to Mehitable made a lasting impression. You know, I pride myself on saying that I have never entered a dance hall, and I never will. Evils that can arise from such a place, and the young girls whose lives have been ruined on that dance floor. And when Judgment Day arrives, these ne'er-do-wells and layabouts who frequent these dens of iniquity and the owners who profit from the sinful ways of others will all burn in hell. Oh, it makes me so upset.
I think you need some lemonade.
Thank you.
Well, I hate to see you so upset, dear.
Oh, well, that's how.
Oh.
Aunt Millie, I've got something to tell you.
Oh, Micky, you're looking much better. How you feeling?
I feel great.
Well, that was a quick improvement.
Well, it was like just a few moments ago, I was feeling really sick to my stomach. I thought I was going to heave up, so I reached under the bed to get the vomit pot, and guess what I got? It's death. I'm so happy. Whee! I want to dance.
Dancing.
Oh, Casey would walk with the strawberry blonde, and the band played on.
Where'd she come from?
He danced across the floor with the girl he adored, and the band played on.
Maybe she came in for the peddler.
But his brain was so loaded, it nearly exploded.
To think that I have to be subjected to such sinful behavior.
Nah. He married the girl with the strawberry curl, and the band played on.
Young lady, I want to know how you got into this house.
Well, that's for me to know. And my dear Micky to find out.
I know the answer. It's a miracle, Aunt Gussie. It's a miracle.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
It's done.
Yeah, we could wait. Wait, guys, wait.
Let's take a picture of them too.
They think it's easy for me to get on my knees.
Yeah, can you get back up?
Emily, this is for you.
Okay, I won't sit yet.
Come on, get up there too.
Okay, squeeze in everybody, ready? Where's the net? Where's the boat? Oh,
For you.
I don't know who's taking the picture.
You're taking a picture. Get up there.
Here, and then a bunch of other people.
David's not here.